Hey everyone, Mark and Joey back here on a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Ontario, Canada. If you haven't been to the show before, that's where we live. But we report on sports around the world, so kind of all over the place. Joey's a professional golfer here. We travel throughout the U.S. and Canada for golf tournaments, and so we lead a pretty wide-ranging life. And that brings us to the PGA event this week. But first of all, we want to talk to you about something that's really important when it comes to golf, and that's sunglasses. And every golfer should be wearing sunglasses.
Definitely.
It seems like you shouldn't because you got a hat guarding your eyes, but you're looking out into the sun all the time. You'll see the PGA pros. They don't necessarily hit with sunglasses on, but they certainly have sunglasses on when they're walking between shots and obviously out practicing, all those kinds of things. We have a new sponsor, a new website called Cool Eye Cover, which I kind of like, .com, cooleyecover.com. You can get on there and buy some fantastic glasses. Joey, you just bought some sport for both golf and forget the other sport.
Yeah. Well, golf and tennis.
That's right.
And yeah, they're great pair of sunglasses, very light. A lot of times I don't even know that they're on my face, which I know is always the greatest feeling for people out there who wear glasses, whether it's in a regular day or sunglasses. Making sure that they're so light, so good that you don't even know you're wearing them is awesome. That's the feeling I have. I was not a big fan at first of sunglasses, like the idea of it. Once I got these though, I started wearing them while I'm hitting everything. It's just been great. They even help me with my allergies a little bit for people who struggle with allergies. You know, stuff's not getting in your eyes. You're not itching your eyes. So sunglasses go a long way in helping you play golf, tennis, be outdoors, whatever it is. And check out cooleyecover.com. Some great sunglasses that you won't even notice you're wearing.
Yeah, and that'll help you be able to play golf for your whole life, which of course is what's great about golf. Anyway, let's do it on to the PGA Tour. What do we got this week, Joe?
Yeah, so we got the Travelers Championship at TPC Highlands, and it's become quite, honestly, a marquee event, which is kind of surprising the week after the U.S. Open, although more guys are trying to get an event in right away before taking a long break off before the British Open. Some will head over 2 weeks in advance, whether they play the Scottish Open or not.
They're
over
unique.
there. So.
It's a good thing you mentioned that's unique about the British Open. Guys will go the week before to get over jet lag and play a course like that. So, you know, it's a great week here to get a game in right after if you're working on something out of the U.S. Open and then take some time off
Well,
travel.
it's only 4 weeks away, so as soon as you're going to get there a week early, that's 2 weeks over there. So really only have 2 weeks here to get an event in. So the Travelers Championship has become quite popular as an event the week after the U.S. Open to play again, and then you won't see a lot of guys probably until the British Open after this one. But yeah, no, a big event this week. You got a famous tournament, famous golf courses, lots of big finishes. They've had some big name winners. And leading into that, I'll start off with my three guys, and I'll go first with actually the number one in the power rankings. And my guy for this week is Paul Casey. He's been second twice here. He had a 4-shot lead last year that he ultimately lost. Although he's gone back-to-back at the Valspar. He won it last year and won it this year. I think he's gaining more confidence. He's back at a course that he likes. I think he knows how to win now. I think if he gets that same lead, or at least around the lead, he'll be able to close and win this tournament that he's played so well over the years. That's number one. Number two probably doesn't come as a surprise, although he's been struggling of late. Really hasn't had a good finish since the Masters. We had a tied 20th. And that's Bubba Watson. He's a three-time champion of this event. If you notice Bubba, he plays well only at certain golf courses. Riviera, the Genesis Open, he's won 3 times. He's won the Masters twice. He's won this 3 times. He clearly likes this course. He's a field player. He has to see it visually. When he does see it visually, he's tough to beat, honestly. And this is one of those golf courses that seem to do it for him. Obviously, whether he'll win again, make it 4 times, I don't know. But another good week is obviously expected. It's almost impossible for him to play bad here. So Bubba Watson going to be my second pick.
You're playing into our horse racing love of horses for courses.
Paul Casey and
these
Bubba,
guys are both that way.
Definitely, 100%. So my last pick is going to be Kevin Streelman. Another name that's not known, but another horses for courses kind of guy. He proved it again at the Memorial. Had a tied 4th at a course that he loves as well. He pops up out of nowhere. This guy has made a career of being like a 50th in the FedEx Cup every single year of his life. Not a bad life. No media, lots of money, pretty simple. He's one of these guys that can easily pop up this week, have a top 10 finish, maybe get a win. Kevin Streelman has won here before. I actually had the greatest finish I think I've ever seen of this golf course. He birdied like the last 8 holes or something to win this event a couple years ago now. Kevin Streelman, expect a good week out of him, possibly a win.
Yeah, I think those are all great picks. Like you say, being horse racing, horse for course is important. You get guys who love playing. Even a guy who's not playing that well can go in. Of course, he loves
Like
and play it
Bubba would
really
be
well, like
interesting,
Bubba's. So my picks are not those three guys this week. Surprisingly enough, usually we have one or two that we agree on. I think the big winner this week is Thomas. I think he's been coming back from the injury, playing some
pretty bad,
decent,
though.
not great, all this kind of stuff. But you know, with these guys with the pedigree, eventually this has got to come out, and he's got to play well. And I think this is his week. He's getting ready for the British Open. He's had a really tough year. We know what it's like to go through injury. You were off for 8 months with yours last year, which derailed our whole season, and he's had the same challenges. It's difficult to come back. So, but eventually they round into form, and they do have the game, and he has the game, and all he needs to do is really find it 1 week. I think this is his kind of week that he could do that. And so I'm picking Thomas to be one of my three selections. Next is a personal story for us, Ches Reavie. And Ches Reavie is not your typical looking golfer. He's always there. He's there at the U.S. Open too, just this past week. The reason I like Ches is that we're actually a very big part of his story. You were like 5 years old maybe, or well, it could have been that long ago. You would have been 11 maybe.
11, yeah.
11, 12, something like that. And Ches was playing at the Canadian Open. We were out there on Tuesday practice. You're around the green. You hand him the ball to sign, and he signs it for you. Say, Ches, I think you're going to win this week. And sure enough, he won the Canadian Open. So
and he said that was the only thing he signed all day.
yeah, so we were very big part of what Ches did in his victory. He's been playing well enough. I think he's got a
Definitely.
shot this week to pull through. He's one of those guys who's been close. Like I say, he's not a dynamic golfer. He's steady, and he just needs a week where he can put the ball in the hole.
He's a top 20 machine,
and he can score. And I think this is possibly his week that we're going to be looking at. And then my other pick, which I think is my top pick, is Cantlay. Wins 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was.
3 weeks now. Wow, yeah.
And is a great player, great young player. I think he'll come back. I don't think he played that great in the U.S. Open like he could have, but he had a little bit of a hangover from the win, I think. That happens to most guys. It's hard to go back-to-back. Look at Rory. So you see guys like that struggle, but I think he's over that for the last couple of weeks, and he's going to have a real shot there. So there's our picks in the Travelers. We hope you do well. We're going to be back Saturday morning with our post-cut selections. Hopefully all 6 of our guys there. We don't actually have to talk that much about it. Hopefully there's some interesting things happening that we can talk about then.
Tell you what, another great event because of this condensed schedule. It's just awesome.
Yeah, just week by week by week. The fields are great. So enjoy. We're back Saturday morning. Well, hopefully 2 days of great golf on Thursday and Friday.